Hey there guys, today's video is my top 5 diet mistakes to avoid. So let's get started with this. Now, mistake number 1 is trying to achieve too much too soon. So for those of you that are dieting, thinking about going on a diet, struggling with a diet, whatever, a big mistake is always trying to lose, is thinking about your goal is to lose 200 pounds and that's it. You should make small goals that are easy to achieve, just to keep you motivated. It's like, if you get a step on the scale and you see you've gone down 5 pounds, it's good motivation. So set yourself small goals that you achieve and then set yourself another one. So your goal could be to lose a certain amount per month. Now you don't want to do less than a month, because weight fluctuates too much due to water weight and the kinds of food you're eating and things. It can change so much. I've seen the scale change for me 13 pounds within 24 hours. So at one point I was, for example, 150 pounds, and within 24 hours the scale said I was 163. So it's obviously not correct in regards to how much fat you've lost or anything like that. It's to do with what you've eaten, what you've got in your system, that kind of thing. Is you're retaining water. So set yourself a goal, each month lose 4 pounds, and then if you lose a bit more, great. But try and achieve just small goals like that, or even per day. Your goal can be just to reach the amount of calories you need for your diet. If you're doing a 1500 calorie diet, then your goal is to be 1500 or slightly below. It's an easy goal to achieve, something that keeps you motivated. If you have one good day, then you'll have another good day. So just small goals. That's the simple thing. Now, point number 2, second big diet mistake, is banning food groups. By food groups, I'm talking about macros, so fats, carbs, proteins. The typical one here, we all know, is carbs. The keto diet, it's 0 carb. There's all low carb. Carbs have been sort of very demonised a bit. The evil carbs, they make you gain weight. Carbs are a food group that they bear a lot of the blame for why people are so overweight. The government, for years and years have been recommending, a moderate carb diet, quite a large amount of carbs and low fats. Where really, in health terms, it's probably better to eat slightly lower carbs and more fats. Fats are, essential to the body for regulating your hormones. They're something your body does need. You can survive without carbs. But you shouldn't, remove them as a food group. They serve a purpose, and that purpose really is to give you energy. Yes, you can run on fat and that kind of thing once you are 0 carbs, but there's no reason, to make yourself eliminate an entire food group. It's not necessary, and it will make your life difficult, because when you want to go out to eat with your friends, your family, they'll invite you at Christmas, you just have to leave all of the carbs and you're the odd one out, and it's not something that you can maintain across your life. Yes, there are people that do, very into keto and those kinds of diets that is, practically 0 carb. But it's not something I recommend. I recommend, a balance. Eat whatever you want within reason. Try and eat healthily. Some carbs, some fats, and proteins. Just how it should be. Don't exclude one food group. So point number 3 is not counting calories correctly. So as I said in other videos, MyFitnessPal, it's easy to count calories on there. If you've got a phone, I actually don't have a phone at the moment, so I can't use it. But most people have a phone, a smartphone. Download the app, and you can count your calories on there easily. It records all of the data. It's free, and you can just see your progress across a month. You can put your weight in as well when you weigh yourself each week or whatever, and it will just show you on charts the scales and things. So it's easy to count. The mistake people make with counting calories is they they kind of undercount by 25%. Now there are times where someone's cooked a meal for you and things where you won't have all of the calorie information there, and you have to make a rough guess, and then that's the times when people, you know, they undercount those calories. They're not taking into account the real value. You know, if the meal was 400 calories, they're putting down 300 calories. This happens all the time. It's mainly because people don't add everything. Once you get very used to this, for example, I don't need to count my calories and write them down, because I can do it in my head. You know, just looking at a food, I can very accurately guess the amount of calories. That's after years, you know, of learning the calories and things in different foods and such. But if you're new to this, it can be hard, you know, to guess, you know, just with your eye, roughly what calories are in certain foods. But people that often forget, for example, the butter on bread, for example, they don't count that. That's probably, you know, 50 calories there, you know, with a light amount. Sometimes they go out and they, you know, pasta, and they pour olive oil on it. You know, one small spoon of olive oil is 150 calories, which is, you know, the same amount of calories as a banana, a large banana, or, you know, 2 small slices of bread. So, you know, these things add up. You know, a splash of milk, a little bit of sugar in your coffee adds up, you know, every day. When you drink multiple cups a day, it adds up. And everything needs to be counted in order to get, you know, an accurate sort of, you know, of your diet, an accurate reading of what you're actually taking in. Otherwise you're going to think, you know, why am I not losing weight? Well, because you're not counting correctly. So, point number 4 is not allowing yourself to eat certain foods. You know, people say, oh, that food's bad for you. That food's good for you. You know, you need to stop doing that. You need to stop thinking about food as this is bad, this is good. Everything has good and bad points. Yes, some have a lot more bad points than others. You know, like eating a litre of ice cream. But you shouldn't have that in your mind that certain foods are bad and you can't have those. What happens when you do this is quite simple. You don't allow yourself the things that you enjoy, which are probably unhealthy, let's be honest. I enjoy many unhealthy things as well. You don't allow yourself to have those things, and then you know, after a certain point of being very strict on your diet, perhaps even for a couple of months, you will just have one day where you're not feeling great, and you will just go all out on everything that you didn't allow yourself to eat before, and then it will be difficult to recover on your diet. So the best thing to do is just to allow yourself, you know, to have a few of those items here and there, to you know, count them within your calories, but allow yourself to have them. That's the best option there. So last point is trying to undo bad days of dieting. So if you have a bad day, you overeat too many calories, the next day you don't want to try and, you know, account for it and eat even less. That just ends up in a cycle of starving yourself and eating too much. So that's one there that you want to avoid. That can lead to binge eating and that kind of thing. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Give the video a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.